and welcome to Animal Search TV, a brand new concept which we hope you'll love, and we'd love you to get involved. So, what is Animal Search TV? Well, essentially, we love animals, and we know you do, and there's loads of organisations out there who are doing some brilliant work in terms of giving advice for pet owners and for animals in general. So we thought we'd go and have a look and see what's being put out there, and then bring them all into a handy bite-sized chunk, just so that you can have a look at them. So what's on the show today, I hear you ask? Well, it's a great question. Now, the first little film we've got for you is from Cats Protection. Now, they're a brilliant organisation and charity that do so much brilliant work for the cats in the UK. Now, they've made this amazing set of films about cat behaviour, and what you need to look out for is the fantastically little cartoon cat in these videos. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, I'm Nikki Trevorrow, Behaviour Manager at Cats Protection. In this series, I'm going to take you through some of the common behaviours you may see in your cat. With the help of Beryl here, I'll attempt to explain what the behaviour is, why your cat is doing it, and give you some understanding about how it develops and, most importantly, what you can do about it. First off, the most important thing if your cat behaviour changes is to take them to the vets to rule out any medical reasons. It's important to do this first before looking at behavioural reasons. It's vital you describe the behaviours to the vet and the context in which they're showing, rather than trying to explain why your cat is showing that behaviour. If your vet gives your cat a clean bill of health, then we can start looking at behavioural reasons in more detail. Your vet may refer you to a qualified behaviourist, such as a member of the Animal Behaviour and Training Council. It's really useful to keep a diary of your cat's behaviour and look at the context so you can watch out for any patterns. In particular, look at your cat's ear position and also their pupils, whether they're constricted or dilated. This all helps to piece together the emotional state of the cat and understand the underlying motivation for their behaviour. We will look into some specific behaviours in more detail in this series. If there's one thing to take away from these videos, it's that cats are not random and everything happens for a reason, even if it's not always obvious what that is.
Brilliant stuff from Cats Protection, and well done to Nikki Trevorrow, who's the behaviour manager for that video. There's more of those videos, and you can go and find out at cats.org.uk. Now, the Mayhew are a brilliant organisation, mainly based in the southeast, and they have a brilliant community outreach but also an international remit. And this film's particularly pertinent to me and to Eric because it shows what you should do if you're checking your dog's ears.
So some of the things to look out for that are a sign that there might be a problem with your dog's ears could be a bad smell coming from their ears, or it could be some behaviours that your dog might show. So for example, they might shake their head a lot, or scratch at their ear, or rub their ear on the ground. In order to have a look in his ears, what I'm going to do first is just gently stroke him around his face so he knows that I'm going to come up to his ear. Because if they have a sore ear, it could be that they might have a little grumble or just like move their head away because it might feel uncomfortable, and that can be a sign that it is sore, and we would definitely recommend getting them to the vet if they are doing that. But home he seems nice and comfortable, so I'm just going to have a look in his ears. So we just lift up the pinna of the ear here so we can just see inside there. And we're just looking for any redness or any excessive buildup of wax that we might see, or any discharge coming from the ear. And again, just checking that we can't smell any bad odours coming from his ear or anything like that. But his ears look okay today. So then we'll just do the same on the other side, just gently stroking his face. Is that okay? And then lifting the pinna up so that we can see down into the ear. So I certainly wouldn't suggest ever trying to put anything into your dog's ear, particularly the cotton buds, as that can be quite dangerous. It could cause damage to their ear. So if you're at all unsure, we definitely would recommend popping them along to your vets just for them to have a really good look down inside your dog's ear.
Some brilliant advice there from Charlotte Wally at Mayhew, and you can find out more of their content at mayhew.org. Now, Blue Cross, a fantastic organisation, and they do so much for the pets in the UK. Now, they've started to produce some really good content online, and this one in particular is a favourite of mine. I have to say, if I was going to groom my cat, I'd probably need some very heavy gloves and maybe some sedation for me afterwards, but also for the cats. So this is some fantastic advice if you're looking to groom your cat.
Hi, I'm Gemma. Your cat is already brilliant at cleaning themselves, but grooming them yourself has many benefits. No matter what age, your cat will need a slow and positive introduction to being groomed. All grooming sessions must only begin when your cat is happy and relaxed and need to end before they show any signs of being uncomfortable, so they look forward to it in the future. Short-haired cats will need to be groomed around once a week, whereas long-haired cats are much higher maintenance and need grooming once a day to stay tangle-free. Firstly, you'll need a flea comb, a wide-tooth comb for long-haired cats, a bristle brush for short-haired cats, and a rubber brush or mitten. Step 1. If your cat has short hair, run a flea comb through their fur first to make sure they're free of any fleas or eggs. You can check your long-haired cat by lifting their fur to check for fleas. If flea dirt is present, speak to your vet about your options. Step 2. Gently massage your cat's fur at the base. This loosens any fur that otherwise couldn't be reached or removed by a brush. Step 3. Using the bristle brush for short-haired cats and the wide-tooth comb for long-haired cats, run it through their fur from head to tail in the direction that their hair grows. Be sure to take extra care on the armpit areas with long-haired cats. This is usually where they can get knotty. Step 4. The rubber brush or mitten will then work to collect the hair brought to the surface by the bristle brush. Just run this down your cat's body the same way you did the bristle brush. If you do come across any knots in your cat's fur, be sure to treat them gently. Slowly tease them apart with your fingers, working carefully from root to tip. For more pet advice videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel or check out our website.
Brilliant advice there from Gemma, and you can find out more at the Blue Cross YouTube channel. Now, we at Animal Search get involved in an awful lot of missing pet stories, and this one in particular really stands out. It centres around a little brown cockapoo called Nell, who while out on a walk went missing. Now, her owners Bob and Lois were absolutely desperate for any information and to get Nell back. So they called in our missing pet search team to try and at least locate or get some information as to where Nell may have been. Now, it spanned over 5 days, and Bob and Lois basically camped out in a forest near the spot where Nell went missing just to try and get some kind of glimpse. Andrew from our search team joined them for the whole of that time and basically nearly wore out his shoe leather for the amount of time that he spent. It was a brilliant outcome, but here's a little snapshot of what happened. The search team arrived and it was clear the search would be tough as it was rural and heavily wooded. Andrew set up a humane dog trap in the hope Nell would be attracted to the food inside. Bob and Lois also brought in a sniffer dog in the hope it would pick up a scent if Nell had been injured or gone to ground. The search team continued to ask as many in the location for information or sightings. Bob and Lois by this time were desperate to find her.
And I'm just appealing to people, please, if you do see a scraggy little hairy dog.
She's very, very muddy now.
She's very muddy. She looks apparently a little bit, she looks grey rather than brown because she's so muddy. Please do get in contact with a number. And a couple of people have tried to approach her, and she's obviously very scared and darts away. So I'd appeal to you, please, not to call her name, not to shout at her, not to try and catch her, but just get on straight away to the number on this leaflet, which is 0800 4 320 340, and report her whereabouts. Thank you.
And just as hope was fading, a possible sighting came in.
Oh my God! There she is! I'm so happy.
Does the dog need some water?
Oh my God! Oh, she's remarkably okay.
Right, let's get some water.
Oh, thank you ever so much.
Miraculously, Bob appeared with Nell. After 5 days, she was finally safe.
Unfortunately,
Oh, honestly,
It's a very, very old caravan.
No, honestly, it's absolutely
Everyone in the village were delighted, and so were the search team. A truly brilliant effort all round. Well, an absolutely brilliant outcome, and as you can imagine, after 5 days everybody was just ecstatic to find little Nell. So I hope Lois, Bob and Nell, you're getting plenty of rest after your ordeal. Remember, you can register your pets for free on the Animal Search website. Just go to www.animalsearchuk.co.uk and you can get all the registration details there. So that's it for the first edition of Animal Search TV. We hope you enjoyed it. We'd love you to get involved. Please do click the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. But also, if you think there's anything else that we've missed or you think that we should cover, then drop us a line at media@animalsearchuk.co.uk. But for now, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.